What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be taking you through a full day of eating on 3,000 calories. It is currently Saturday at 6:15 in the morning, September 17th, which means I am currently 5 weeks out from my Spartan beast. I weighed in this morning at 210, so I have been dropping some weight. I told you guys a couple weeks ago that I got up to 217. Your boy was fat, fluffy, so I had to lose some weight. So I've already lost about 7 pounds. Again, I think when I weighed myself, I think it was a lot of water weight from the day before. Who knows? Either way, I'm going to start weighing myself same day, every week, at the same time, as soon as I wake up. So today I'm 210, so I am losing some weight. So I figured it'd be a good time to take you through another full day of eating since I did change up my meal plan. Now I'm currently back on carb cycling. Carb cycling, you guys know that I am a huge believer of that. It works really well with my body type. You could lose weight in multiple ways, but I feel like this one, when it comes down to getting rid of extra fluff and some fat, it works very well for me. So I'm back on carb cycling. I've been on it for about 3 weeks, I want to say. So the goal is to hit 3,000 calories. Now I have high carb days on Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. The reason why I do that is those are my high volume workout days. So Wednesdays I have a long run. Today is Saturday. I have a long run and a workout. So today's workout calls for 5 miles, a back workout, and then run another 5 miles. So it's about a 3-hour workout. So I need to definitely be fueled for today's workout. Hence why I'm having so many carbs. So the way I structured it is put my high carb days on the days that my training has a lot of volume. Also, when it comes to the week of the race, probably that Friday before the race, I will also have a lot of carbs just to make sure I'm extra fueled for the race day. So the plan is to consume, these are going to be the macros I'm shooting for today. Now these aren't I actually take in more calories on my high carb day. On my low carb day, I'm sitting around like 2,100 calories. Today it gets up to about 3,000 calories. So my protein for today is going to be 204. My fat is going to be 61. And then my carbs are going to be 380 grams of carbs. That is what I'm shooting for. And I will take you guys through each meal. It's broken up into about 5 different meals. So like I said, it's about 6:20 right now. I'll be making my first meal here shortly. I will show you guys what that looks like. And then I will break down the macros on the screen of what meal 1 looks like. So sit back, relax, and learn how to eat in a full day of eating. So meal 1 is done. I'm going to be a little bit quiet because Cassie and Adeline are still sleeping. But if you've been watching this channel for a while, my meal 1 is pretty much a staple. It really does not change. I pretty much eat the exact same thing for breakfast every single day. The only difference in my high carb and low carb is I'll put a banana in my oats. But that's pretty much it. So all it is a cup of egg whites, 2 whole eggs, a little bit of cheese, and then salt, pepper, and ketchup on the eggs. That's it for the eggs. When it comes to the oatmeal, it's a cup of oats, and then I weigh out the almond milk. The reason why I do that, I like the consistency. I found that 180 milliliters of almond milk mixed with 2 scoops of protein has a very good consistency. Anything over that, it's a little too watery, or anything below that, it's a little too thick for me. And then all I do is put a banana on top. So that is meal 1. Again, it is currently 6:30, so my plan is to eat this meal and then get another meal in me before I start working out at 11:30, because 11:30 will be the time of the race, and I want to see how much I could fuel up before the actual race. So for meal one, the macros, 91 grams of protein, a good amount of protein for meal one, 23 grams of fat, and then 89 grams of carbs. So I'm going to eat this real quick, and then like I said, in about 3 hours, around 10 o'clock or so, I will be eating my next meal, meal number 2. But meal one, like I said, keep it simple. I can make this pretty quick. You guys saw it doesn't take that long, and I eat this before work every day. On the weekends, really don't switch it up. There's not much you can do for breakfast, but this one, I like it because it has a little bit of everything in it. So I'm going to eat this, and then I will catch up with you guys for meal 2.
So it is currently 9:57, which this would be the time that I'm getting down to the actual race. So my plan is when I get out of the car to actually eat this meal. What I'm going to do for this meal, it's usually a bagel, honey, banana, almond butter, toasted, and it's delicious. But I do not have a bagel because last night, my little chunky tuna, aka Adeline, you decided to eat my bagel. Yeah, so now I have no bagel. Cheese. Say cheese. So, since I don't have my bagel, I'm just going to do 2 pieces of toast. So I'm going to cook this up real quick. Like I said, this will be about an hour and a half before my race, so this is predominantly carbs to get me fueled for my race at 11:30. So I'm going to make this up, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Almond butter, toast, banana, and honey is done. This is what it looks like. It's phenomenal. Again, I prefer a bagel, but you know, sometimes your daughter eats your meal prep, and that's part of life. I'm gonna eat this. The macros for this, again, this is like carb heavy, obviously. Macros for this, only 13 grams of protein, pretty much all from the almond butter, 21 grams of fat, and then we got 91 grams of carbs. So honey has carbs, banana has carbs, bread has carbs, obviously. So I'm going to consume this, and then I'll show you guys what on my pre-workout. Since this is a full day of eating, I'm going to show you actually what the macros for my pre-workout, because since it is a 3-hour training block, I plan on drinking carb powder throughout it. So my next meal is basically going to be that in probably about 45 minutes to an hour. So I'm going to eat this, and then I'll show you guys what the next meal / pre-workout drink looks like and the macros for that. All right, so it is currently 11:30, so I'm about to kick off my workout. I'm drinking my pre-workout, which is all it is a carb powder. There's 24 grams of carbs in one serving. So my plan is to run 5 miles, which should take me about 45, maybe to an hour. As soon as I'm done and I come back in and I work out, I'm going to drink another 24 grams of carbs with some electrolytes, and then when I finish my back workout, I'm going to drink another 24 carbs because I got to go run for another 45 minutes. I'm trying to figure out how to fuel properly for like a 3 to 4 hour running / training block, considering that's probably how long it's going to take me to complete the Spartan Beast. So again, every Saturday I'm just testing it out. You guys don't need to be consuming this many carbs, but I'm going to need to be fueling while I'm running and doing the obstacle course. So I'm trying to feel how my body, digests, and also how my body performs for such a long block. So over the next 3 hours, I will be consuming, I'll put the macros on the screen, but it's probably going to be about 75 grams of carbs, right? 24? Yeah, it's going to be about 75 grams of carbs over the next 3 hours, and then I will show you guys what I eat post-training meal, all right? So I'll see you guys in 3 hours. This training is going to suck. All right, guys, so I just finished my workout. I'm going to recap what that workout entailed. That workout took me 2 hours and 40 minutes. I burnt 1,800 calories. And during that workout, actually, I didn't even need to do 3 scoops of the carb powder. 2 scoops, I felt fine. Surprisingly, after running the 10 miles and then doing the back workout, which that took me about 45 minutes, I feel pretty good right now. So that's a good sign considering I'm 5 weeks out. I think I'm finally getting my fuel for my actual race dialed in. So Next week I got 11 miles, and then the week after that I got 13 miles. So when I do the 13 miles, maybe I'll do 3 scoops of the carb powder. But like I said, I felt good with just two scoops during that workout. So again, during my workout, I only did 2 scoops of the carb powder. I'll put the macros for that on screen. And then I'm going to go eat my lunch, which it is currently 2:30. This is a little bit later than what I usually do. Again, because it's a longer workout. So on a normal day when I don't have a workout in the middle of the day that takes 3 hours, my lunch probably would have been a little bit sooner. So for lunch, very simple, very bodybuilder-ish type meal. I'm going to go eat 6 ounces of chicken breast, and I'm going to do a cup of rice. I'll probably put some ketchup or some Chick-fil-A sauce on it. Again, when it comes to the sauce on top, like I did ketchup on my eggs in the morning, I don't count that. When it comes to the honey on top of my sandwich, I don't count the macros for that either. I'm obviously dialed in on the macros, but like I said, since I started this, I lost about 7 pounds. I'll probably say about 5 pounds because I think, like I said, I had a lot of water in me and everything. So I'm down to 210, 5 weeks out. If I lose 2 pounds a week, I should be at 200 pounds by race day, which that is my goal. So I'm going to go make technically meal 3. Again, 6 ounces of chicken breast, 1 cup of rice. I'll show you what it looks like when it's all done. All right, so it is currently 6 o'clock in the Dettorre house, and that means it is dinner time in the Dettorre house. So I'm going to go eat my 4th meal of the day, and my 4th meal is very similar to my 3rd meal. The only difference is instead of chicken breast, I'm doing ground turkey. The reason why I'm doing ground turkey is because if I eat chicken breast all day, I'd go crazy. But I do need to eat chicken breast on my high carb days because, again, you want to keep the fats low, the carbs high, and the proteins about the same as your everyday. So I do 6 ounces of chicken breast because it's super low on fat. But I like to do ground turkey because obviously it's better than chicken breast in my opinion. So I'm going to do a cup of jasmine rice and then 6 ounces of ground turkey, 93.7. The macros for this are going to be 34 grams of protein, 12 grams of fat, and 36 carbs. And then I put a little bit of cheese on top, and then I also put ketchup on top. Don't knock it until you try it. I just recently started putting ketchup on ground turkey and rice, and I don't know why. It is fire, so I'm going to keep doing that. So this is my 4th meal. I will catch up with you guys when I do my 5th, final, and favorite meal of this full day of eating. It is hands down, I look forward to this meal every single day of the week, and I get it twice a week because it's on my high carb days. So I'm very excited for my 5th meal, which I'll eat probably in about 2 hours, but you want to stay tuned because that's my favorite meal. So I'll catch up with you on meal 5. So we are here for the 5th, final, and my favorite meal of the day. This is what I've been looking forward to all day, and that is, this is hands down the best cereal ever. If you have not had this cereal, or if you don't like this cereal, well then you're not human, okay? Anyway, the reason why I do this as my 5th and final meal is because I noticed that I have cravings at night for bad, unhealthy, fun food. And this is a way that I've incorporated into my macros, so it still hits my daily macros. So I will show you what the macros for this are. And it's a way that, like I said, twice a week. I haven't had a cheat meal in 2 weeks. That's like a record for me. I've never, ever done that. Usually I have a cheat day once a week or a cheat meal at least for sure once a week. So I've been able to go 2 weeks with no cheat meals because twice a week I get this right before I go to bed. It's a way, like I said, to kind of keep me on track. At the same time, I know I have something to look forward to. Usually this one meal will hold me over for like a day or 2. And then when I start getting those cravings again for a cheat meal, I know that this is coming. So I'm going to show you what this looks like. You should know what this looks like because hands down, like I said, this cereal is fire. So let me make a bowl and show you what it looks like. Now I do weigh this out because it is 2 servings. So in order for me to do that, all I do is 1 serving is 43 grams. So I'm going to switch the unit to grams. And now I'm going to get 86 grams of this because that is 2 servings for all you math wizards out there. And basically it's a full bowl. So honestly, even if I didn't have a scale, since I've done it enough, I know how to eyeball it, and then I'm gonna do some almond milk, and I'll show you guys the finished product. I usually don't weigh out the almond milk. I'm just gonna see what it actually looks like. So boom, right there. So it's about 223 grams. So it's about a cup of almond milk. But look at this. Let me just show you what this looks like. Phenomenal. I mean, that is just amazing. Look at that. So good. Cereal is the best. Cereal is hands down the best. So, macros for this: protein, 11 grams, fat, 13 grams, and then 74 grams of carbs. And that is my fifth and final meal. So, I'm going to enjoy this, and then I will catch up with you to wrap up this full day of eating. Oh, gotta love cereal. Alright, so let me show you guys what the total macros for the day are. Starting with protein, I consumed 206 grams of protein, 61 grams of fat, and 381 grams of carbs. So my total calories for the day, 2,928. So right around 3,000. Right around my goal. So I don't eat this every day. Obviously, I only do this 3 times or 2 times a week. Now, in comparison of what my Apple Watch says, according to this thing, which obviously I don't, I kind of take it with a grain of salt. I don't think it's super accurate, but it is obviously a good read. All right, so according to this thing, I burnt 2,290 calories. I had over 22,000 steps. So predominantly that came from, so like I was saying, I burned according to this, I burned 2,300 calories. So now I don't do this every single day. Obviously today was a very big day, so that's why I have, or big training day, that's why I have this amount of calories throughout the day. Now, I know I probably get some comments on, you eat cereal, that's not healthy. This is how I see it, guys, okay? Because I was talking to someone the other day about salting your food and seasoning your food, and they're like, isn't that not healthy? This is my opinion and how I see it. If I use seasoning or marinating or add a little sauce or add a little cheese to some things just to make it more exciting for me, I know that in the long run, it's going to keep me eating this way. Because I've had times where I've tried to lose a lot of weight and didn't really season anything, didn't put condiments on it, and even when I do the ketchup, it's less sugar, and I look for certain things like that. If I put ranch on it, I try to get the light ranch. Small adjustments like that, I do that throughout the day, and then like I said, with adding a little cheese or putting extra salt or putting maybe some barbecue sauce on it or whatever, I see it as that's going to keep my cravings at bay and under control. Because if I don't do that, and I've done it in the past where I don't use any seasoning, I don't use any cheese, I'm super strict, my physique looked amazing, but it didn't last because I had such bad cravings. So I didn't like the food, it was disgusting, and then I'd go out and eat Jack in the Box or McDonald's or Carl's Jr. and I'd eat extremely unhealthy because my healthy approach wasn't satisfying my cravings. So again, by adding a little cheese or putting some sauce on it, and then what's really been helping me, like I said, is factoring in the bowl of cereal at the end of the night. That has kept me at bay because, again, when I have a cheat meal, usually I go overboard and then I regret it. I'm like, man, that wasn't even worth it, and it keeps me satisfied for a couple days. The bowl of cereal, the ketchup, the cheese, all that stuff, that's keeping me under control. If I don't do that, I'm going to go relapse and go get a dozen donuts and a couple hamburgers, and then I'm going to basically throw my diet out the door. So, like I said, I've gone 2 weeks with no cheat meal, no cheat day, and I feel okay because, again, I factored in that. So my recommendation, if you're watching this video, if you watched this far, and you're trying to create your own meal plan, or whether it's a high carb or low carb, I would factor in at least one fun meal maybe every few days. Doesn't have to be a crazy cheat meal. It was literally a bowl of cereal. It was just basically high on carbs, and it worked on my high carb day. Now on my low carb day, I have a couple other ones, which I'll probably do a video for that. A couple other fun meals I look forward to. So I have about 1 or 2 meals a day that keep me under control when it comes to my cravings and wanting to cheat. So that's just my little advice to you. If you guys are trying to find a meal plan or a diet that works for you, try and factor in something fun. I know, for instance, some people add a Diet Coke or a Diet Soda, to their dinner every night, and that's like their way of feeling that they're cheating, but it keeps them at bay. Again, this is for a lifestyle. This is not a 30-day transformation. This is not an 8-week transformation. I'm trying to maintain it. Now, obviously, I'm trying to drop weight, which I'm doing this, and once I get down to 200 pounds, now I kind of found a way. I'll maybe start incorporating more cheat meals or whatever, but this way has been working for me, so I'm going to keep doing it. I probably will do another video on what my low carb day looks like, because that's around roughly between 2,000 and 2,200 calories, so it's a lot less calories, again, because I don't have such volume. I burnt 1,800 calories in that one workout today. Not every day is like that. Usually my workouts are only like 2 hours, not 3.5. Anyway, guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you guys really liked the video. If you guys did watch it this far and you did enjoy it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I appreciate that. If you have any questions, comments, obviously comment below. I get back to you guys as soon as I can, usually every day. I'm checking it and then obviously responding to you guys. Let me know if you guys do carb cycling. Let me know if you guys do keto. Let me know what kind of diets you guys do that works for you. Again, carb cycling works for me. Done it in the past, and I'm trying to get back to my fighting weight at 200 pounds. But I'm 5 weeks out from my race. Only got a couple more weeks to get exactly the physique that I want. I'm feeling like my stamina and everything is where it needs to be. I just obviously need to tighten everything up and get the look. But I appreciate you guys watching. You guys already know the motto: stay happy, stay healthy, and above all, don't be average. I will catch you guys in the next one.